comments what you guys think. Can we do the podcast in this? Random life. Sorry. I'm all off right now. This is so cool. Okay, let me just look at myself for a second. What's going on, this random life? Welcome back again to the Ocala Mall where we have fun. And I'm hanging out with, what's your name again?
Darlene.
Darlene.
Sherman.
And she is this amazing creator of what you see right here. Putting this wonderful thing on my face, on my head.
On your face.
No, on my face. I could. We have little patches that we could put on my face.
Yes.
That's exactly what I thought about. You know, a little Fu Manchu.
Uh-huh.
You do the whole thing.
Yeah, we could do the little braids. Sure,
Wow.
sure.
Okay.
Yes, you're like mini pro right now because you have your ticket hanging out the back.
Okay. So how long have you been actually doing this hair stuff?
I've been doing it for about 40 years. I've been
40 years?
Yeah, 40 years.
Oh,
A little bit.
Okay, so you know a little bit about this, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yes.
But you started in cosmetology, so that's like where it started.
Yes.
And what got you into cosmetology?
I've always loved doing hair.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was dolling everybody
I used to be a banker and decided that was boring, so went to cosmetology.
So you're also a creative artist at the same time?
Yes.
Do you do weddings or?
Yes, I've done many weddings, many updos, many prom dos, all kinds of dos.
Have you had any really crazy accidents or happenings while doing cosmetology?
Well, when I first moved here, I worked at the Ocala Mall at their salon, and they were having like a fashion show for young girls and stuff.
Okay.
And this young girl came in and she picked me to be her hairdresser. And so we looked at her dress, looked at her hair, and the style that I decided to do for her, she took first place, and she was very tickled.
Okay, that's awesome.
But as far as boo-boos, no, you don't make boo-boos in cosmetology because otherwise you don't have happy customers.
Oh, that's very true. Well, that's good. That's good then.
You have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, of course. I've definitely gotten barber cuts, haircuts from barbers and stuff. And I'm always very difficult because, like you said, if you do boo-boos, you lose customers.
Yes.
And I let one guy cut my hair one time, and he cut so far back. I don't have already a lot of hair. Well, I mean, I do now.
Yes. Yes, you have a lot of hair right now.
But he just cut me so far back. I was like, I'm never coming back. It took months for it to grow back, and it was wild.
Yes.
But so you didn't really have many boo-boos, but now that you've done this in your creative space, and is this the first time you've had your own little booth?
No,
your own little location?
I used to be at the Market of Marion.
Okay,
I was
so you have
there
your own
for
market there.
several years, and we did very well there.
Awesome.
I work with a lot of cancer patients too.
Okay.
So,
and how many do you think you've worked with?
Oh, hundreds.
Hundreds?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
I bet there's a lot of sad stories.
It's very difficult when you're shaving a lady's hair off. Yes.
Very
Our
emotional.
hair is our crown of glory, and
God.
So when you're taking that shaver and getting rid of it, it's very difficult.
Have you ever shaved your head with somebody?
No.
No.
But I have thought about it.
You have thought about it? I believe that. I see videos like that, and I'm like, man, that's rough. Sometimes it's a little cheesy, but I guess if you know a backstory, if it's someone you really intimate with, I bet it's probably one of the most, at least like peaceful things for the person having to go through it.
Right.
I mean,
I've done a lot of free haircuts where they weren't quite ready to get the whole thing shaved off, so I've done a lot of just really short ones.
Yeah, well, that's okay. That's wonderful that you do that. And it's just free sometimes that you just do it when you really get to know them and stuff.
Well, I shave their hair off for them free all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a service that I do for free.
Yeah, it would be sad if it's just a sad moment, but I bet a lot of happy moments after that.
Yes, because when they pick out a wig and they put it on and they see that they have their hair again, I've had a lot of tears come down my face because it's like, thank you for giving me, my dignity back. Thank you for, letting me be a woman again. It's very difficult.
I have an artist friend with alopecia, I believe, and she has no hair, but she has hats, and they're styles for her. They're like different characters and personalities that she can be. She's got a red hair, and she's got names for them or whatever. It's fun. It's interesting. So I can see that there's a whole personal style that you can do with it and create with it. And I see that you've also created a whole hat design deal with it, right?
Those are called sassy caps. Yes.
Sassy caps.
And what I do is I use a special Velcro in them so that they can take that ponytail out and have whatever
Oh,
color ponytail that they
look at
want, because the
that.
basket is full of all different colors.
That's
And
awesome.
yes,
It's very comfortable, I
in
bet,
fact,
'cause it's just a hat.
I had a client that came in and she actually was still playing baseball when she had her cancer. And so she brought her baseball cap in, and I put a blonde ponytail in
Whoa.
to match her hair, and people didn't even know that
She
she
had
didn't
it.
have any hair.
That's impressive. That is very cool.
So,
So you've been kind of like just creating your own
yes,
brand, your own style of things to really
yes.
help people out. That's so beautiful.
And the same way with these hats
Yeah, I
here.
was looking at that kind of seeing. It's the same concept, right?
Yes, only I sew the hair right into those
Do
hats.
you do braids?
I have done braids,
Because I
yes.
see that one right there. I was wondering if
Yes.
you did that braid.
Yes, I
That's
did.
you did. That's
Yes.
I'm
And
gonna have
that's
to show
just
you that. That's
that's just a,
amazing.
I was just playing.
Oh, you
I
were? That
mean,
was just playing.
yeah.
Can I move it?
Sure. It's just sitting on this head right here.
Oh, okay. Look at this, y'all. Look at that.
It's very messy.
It's okay. I can't do that. So,
But you know, even these hats here, they're not just for cancer patients. If you're having a bad hair day, you know, get your hat out,
true.
put it on,
Just put
and
it on. Be covered.
you're ready to go.
I might just, put this on every night. I'll be fine.
Yes, you will.
Do you have any extra new goals that you're trying to face and
Well,
new ideas?
I would like to really get more involved with all the doctor's offices that are in the area.
Very cool.
I'm going to be doing some flyers up and trying to get them out to them so that they know what I have to offer to help their cancer patients feel better about themselves, even though they're losing their hair.
That's pretty. That's beautiful. That's good. How long have you been trying to just help the cancer patients and
Um, it's probably been a good 12 to 15 years altogether. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you told me a story earlier. Do you want to bring that up?
Well, how the Sassy Caps got started was I had a client that she was 15 years old when she was diagnosed with cancer, and she was a very special client.
Yeah.
And I lost her at 16. Um, when I shaved her hair off, it was very difficult because she was very close to me and I was close to her. And so we ended up, she came in one day and had a great big yellow bow stuck to her head and said, "How do you like my new hairdo today, Darlene?" And I said, "I love it. It's great, you know." And after that, I just kept thinking there's got to be something out there that we could do to help these young girls so that they're not walking around with bows on their head, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how Sassy Caps was born. I just
That's
went
wonderful.
home because I like hats, and I started taking hats apart and sewing hair into them.
Figuring it out.
And pardon me?
And figuring it out.
Yes, figuring it out. And believe me, there was a lot of boo-boos there.
I bet. But now you come up with a product that's like really worth it. And,
yes,
and
it really does work.
It looks amazing.
Thank
They
you.
do look really amazing.
Thank you.
We're here at the Ocala Mall. If you need help or you want to look stylish like me, come here, 3711 East Silver Spring Boulevard.
Good.
Thanks, y'all. Want to say anything extra to the fans?
Come out and see us. We're here to take care of you. Right at you, if it'll stay up there, because it wants to fall over all the time.
Okay. It's all right. It's okay. We get some AC.
And I'll be nice and take the pin out so that we don't stick it in your head.
Well, I get tattoos everywhere, so it might be normal.
Might be normal.
So, do you get these like pre-made? Do you know how these are made?
Yes, I've seen how they're manufactured and everything, and it's really quite interesting because the men's are made different than the women's are. Because the men, you can like put tape here, so that it holds it in place. Because most of the men are pretty much bald.
Bald. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm lucky right now.
But they're still very open weave, so that the air gets through them.
You can breathe on it.
Yes, and then it still has adjustments and stuff in the back to make it tighter or looser depending on how big the person's head is.
Cool.
And that goes all the way across there, so you can adjust it.
Snatch it.
Right.
That's very cool.
Yeah, and then at the very top, on the women's they have lace, and on the men they do this design here.
Okay, that's a little more patchy.
Yes.
All right.
So
I am balding, if you can see right here. I am. So.
Well, and I have little hair pieces up there that can take it.
Interesting.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm so ready. Let's do this.
Okay. And so you have to make sure it's on straight.
Yeah.
And they have little stays in the side so that it fits nice and close to your temples. And we got to
All I
bring.
need is some sunglasses.
Oh yes.
All I need is some sunglasses.
Yeah, because hey, you can be like Elvis or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I would look so good.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Thank you very much.
It's not my color.
Oh yeah, it's got some gray in it.
I got grays in my beard. It's just
Yeah.
my hair goes a little grayer faster.
So let's see, down a little bit. How cool.
Very cool. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Can we do the podcast in this?
Sure.
On Earth. Oh, you're done with the podcast. Well, thank you for watching this Random Life, and thank you for checking on our vendors. If you want to become a vendor, come on down to the Ocala Mall, 3711 East Silver Spring Boulevard. And if you want to be a part of the podcast, This Random Life, come on down to the Ocala Mall, 3711 East Silver Spring Boulevard. Remember, This Random Life is filmed in front of a live audience, and it is free to be on. So please donate to the cause. Thanks, fans. Thanks, friends. And thanks, family. Check you on the next one.